In this video, we're going to talk about using proofreader's marks. And some of your teachers might use these when they correct your paper. Some of your classmates might use these. Your parents. Here we go. So we're going to see if we can find mistakes in these, and I will show you how a proofreader would mark them. And they would mark them with symbols, and you will know the symbols when you see them after we talk about them. Mary, Laura, and Maggie went to church. There's something wrong with that sentence. See if you can think of what is missing. You're right, it is a comma right here. So if a comma is missing right here, so the teacher or your friend would put a comma right here, a little line like this, and then a comma, or more like a line like that and a comma. And you know that means to insert a comma. So Mary, comma, Laura, comma, and Maggie went to church. So yes, that is right now. When you recopy it on your paper, you just put a comma. You don't put this symbol, you just write it as it ought to be written the correct way. Like I said, this would be on your rough draft, one of your rough drafts, and you might not always catch every mistake the first time. So that's why you do a couple of rough drafts. It's really important to proofread several times and do several drafts. They like to sing in the choir. Okay, this is the beginning of a sentence. It needs a capital, so when you need to capitalize something, there'll be three little lines right here, and that means to capitalize this T. They like to, oh my goodness, we wrote two times. How would your teacher tell you to take one out? You might not even notice. A lot of times you write the same word twice without even knowing it. I know I have. So they like to sing in the choir. Well, that's not right. We need to take out one of these. So you will see, it'll be circled and it'll have this line like, take that out. So they like to sing in the choir. There's something missing at the end of that sentence. What is it? It's a period. So to show you that it would need a period, there would be a little symbol like this to add a period when you rewrite it on your rough draft or your final draft. Okay. Mom said, comma, good job. Well, when somebody says something, if it's an exact quote, we put apostrophes. They're not apostrophes there. So what your teacher would do here, she would make the little apostrophes the correct way, and then she would put like this. So that means to put apostrophes around the quote that they said. Also, Mom said, comma, good job, in quotation marks. There is a punctuation mark, awesome. Good should be capitalized because it's the beginning of the sentence, but job, should job be capitalized? No, it should not. So just to show to put a lowercase letter where you had a uppercase letter, your teacher will put, and I have to look because I'm not really familiar with all these. So a line through that would mean to make that a small one, a small J. Also, I'm sure that you know when you write a paper, you put your title, you start writing a paragraph, then you write another paragraph, but there's something wrong with your paragraphs in my paragraphs in my pretend writing. I need to indent a paragraph. So your teacher would put this symbol. That means you need to indent. You need to make a new paragraph. And when you're typing, it's usually, you can use the tab or do 5 little spaces, and that's indenting. This was, like I said, my first paragraph. And then down here I started another one, but I didn't indent. So my teacher would put, oh, you need to start another paragraph. And all that means is you need to move your sentence over about 5 spaces. You indent, you kind of, you'll look and see and you'll know where to do it. But when you recopy, you will indent. All right. So those are some, this is a short video, but this is an important video because it tells you how to read proofreading notes. And that will help you throughout your whole high school, middle school, high school, and college, and elementary, and when you're a grown-up. So good luck with proofreading. Marks.